Supplemental instruction, really the thing that's the most helpful is the professors are going to throw a whole lot of information at the student. And this is medical school, so it is riding a bike, and you don't get to do training wheels, you don't get to do any of that. So supplemental instruction, if I had to make a metaphor, takes them off the bike for a second, puts them on the tricycle, lets them pedal a little bit, give them a framework. And so I know, because I've taken the class before, that students are going to struggle with this, this, and this. And so I take those things, I try to break them down and make them really easy. I try to draw them to things that I've done in real life to make it very practical. No matter necessarily how good of grades you make or how smart you are, you could benefit from supplemental instruction. It's not something that you're like, oh my gosh, I made a D on my first test and now I need to go to supplemental instruction. No, you can make an A on the first test and go to supplemental instruction just to understand it better. Like, I'm trying to help people understand it better so they can remember it for the future.
Another learning opportunity we offer here is academic coaching, and it's really nice because it's like a mixture between being an SI and a TA. You work in smaller groups between 1 and 5 students, and it covers content that the student specifically is struggling with. So they can go in, reserve a time with me, and they can focus on 1 lecture, or they can focus on 3 or 4 lectures that they want covered. Well, I think it's important just because if you only go to sessions that cover all of the material, you may not know exactly where you struggle until test day. And I know that from personal experience because we didn't have this learning resources whenever I was a first year. And so I don't think I realized some of the material that I struggled with until I got to either the morning of the exam or even while I was taking the exam. So I think having these resources to know, hey, I may be struggling in just this section, to talk about and go over with an academic coach, I think would be really helpful to have.